Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 6, Episode 8. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Previously on Tyler Perry's Sistas. Fatima and Andi were sitting with Miss Preston, and she was telling them all kinds of things as it pertains to the men that they are in love with. Sabrina and her all white went over to visit Q. Could not get through to him because, you know, Q is who he is. Maurice still acting up. And Dani is still curving Preston. My girls hold me down. Them boys mess around and sing. When the episode first opens up, Fatima is crying because she's tired. She's like, I'm just tired. I'm tired, Andi. I'm tired. Andi talking about, y'all give me hope. Girl, don't listen to Andrea. She let Gary run amok. Okay, please don't listen to her. So she wants to give the ring back because she's tired of being in the middle of him and Karen. She's sick of it. And I don't blame her. So now, this is me. The petty in me is like, girl, do not let Karen and her new wig win. Okay, don't let her win. But the sensical part of me is like, you know what? Zach is too much trouble. And y'all not even married. Just imagine when y'all get tied up legally. Everything that he's going through is going to fall on you, honey, taxes included. So, I mean, do we really want to put our wig through it? So Andrea is crying, talking about, after you break up, then what? Is she going to get back to being her fabulous self? What you mean? Girl, see, Andi is one of those women who need to be tied to a man for value and for worth. No, ma'am. When she breaks up with him, she's going to be fine. She's going to be great, actually. Probably better than ever. Because, you know, once you come out on the other side, it's always a little bit better. So Fatima wants to get the ring back because Zach is doing too much. And I say have a conversation first with Zach because I'm trying to be, you know, sensical, even though this is fiction. Have a conversation with Zach first, see where his head is at, but let him know. Let me tell you something. Don't make this a habit. Because I'm still me at the end of the day. Okay, don't get it twisted. I felt those tears that Tima was crying. Girl, I don't know if you were method acting. I don't know if you've been through this before in real life. But baby, Crystal. Okay, because that's her name in real life. Crystal. Baby, you did that. I said, now this right here is acting. You know what, Tyler? You were right to take Crystal from the wardrobe department and put her on Sistas. You were made for this, girl. You were made for this, honey. It was good to me. So while they talking, in walks Gary to piss me off. Gary, what do you need? Okay, so he walks in. Fatima leaves. He stopped by to be petty as hell and tell Andi that she sucks in bed. These two so juvenile. And no, I'm not talking about the one from the group Cash Money. Just juvenile. It just really don't make no sense. He's like, yeah, you're not all that great. She's like, well, why were you rolling your eyes in the back of your head? I was frustrated. Boy, please. After telling her that her reverse cowgirl ain't a rodeo, she started to fall for it. Girl, please, I wish I would fall for him coming in with them old tricks. Girl, it's the transference of energy. Have you not seen two can play that game? It's giving very much Vivica and Maurice. Honey, he ain't no Maurice, but I'm just saying that's what the characters were. But anywho, he's trying to transfer the energy back to her because his little feelings were hurt, and she's biting the bait. Girl, do not worry about nothing he's talking about. She's like, well, why were you always wanting to have sex with me? He's like, well, I don't think we should have sex anymore. She said, okay, well, that's fine. I'll be at your house at 8. She said, what, to do what? To not have sex. She said, no, I'm not going to be there. And even if you do come there, you're not going to be able to get in. So then he insists on coming. I cannot stand when Gary does not take no for an answer. Let me tell you something. It's something as small as that to me makes me uncomfortable. When I tell a person no, which is a complete sentence, no, and you insist and you push and bogart your way into my space anyway, that's a red flag to me. I said no. Okay, like I don't know how else to explain it to you. So, I mean, I don't understand why Gary does that. And Gary, where are your kids at? And whatever happened to that ex-wife? Like, is she still in jail? Is she dead? Honey, what happened to the ex-wife? Where are your kids at? And where do you live? Because you always trying to bunk over at Andy's house. Do you have a home? Boy, anyway. This crazy heifer actually liked this little stunt. She started to get turned on. He's like, yeah, I can tell this is turning you on. She's like, well, no, it's not. He said, yes, it is. I can see it in your eyes. Well, I'm not going to be home until 9:30. Andrea, girl, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. What is wrong with you? I'm done. Tyler, this is not how we do. Now, this might be how some women do, but this ain't how I do. We do not do this, honey. You need to get input from the actual sisters that you're writing for before you write what their character will do. Because if a man comes in playing little reindeer games with me, talking about I ain't hitting on nothing, okay? If he come in and tell me my WAP is not Niagara Falls, but it's Captain Crunch, I'm going to let him know that you no longer have to worry about it. Okay, don't worry about it, honey. Clank, clank. It's going to be on lockdown. So since you don't appreciate it, I'm sure that somebody else will. I'm not going to be like, ooh, you're turning me on. Let's play this game where we don't like each other's sex, but then we have the sex. Absolutely not. Moving forward. In the next scene, Hayden's wife finally comes up for air. Girl, I know it wasn't that much to do down there. Girl, come on up. So anywho, Gary comes back. Child, not Gary coming back for an encore performance. Sir, why are you back in this office? You knew he was getting fellatio. Why are you back? Just why you back? So she leaves and he tells Hayden that she's on the up and up. Ew. Not Hayden having an actual love interest. I was like, what? A woman? Okay. Gary tells him, just make sure you get the marriage annulled before 30 days because then here go Hayden. Sir, I'm a lawyer. I know the law. Not the man stalking and tapping Fatima's phone and blackmailing and harassing Zachary knowing the law. Boy, goodbye. Child, in the next scene, Karen and Zach are at this coffee shop. Karen being all weird, talking about, Zach, you brought me here before. He said, I brought you here? Yeah, on our second date. You did. You were all broke and you were nervous. You said you were going to tell me why. Girl, it's been 4 damn years. If you didn't ask him after the date, then why you asking him now? You're just making small talk and it's getting on my nerves. But side note, your wig looks good, girl. Baby, that wig has come a long way. It really has. So she up there telling him that she knew she was going to be with him forever. He said, yeah, it's funny how life puts you where you need to be. I mean, I'm with Fatima and you're with the preacher man. She hurry up and said, I'm not with him. Well, girl, you might want to tell him that. Okay, because Aaron losing his damn mind. He said, but I'm with Fatima. Ma'am. He has told you countless times and you're still acting clueless. He is with Fatima. At this point, who the baby daddy? Who is this child's father? That's what we really need to know, honey. That's all we need to meet here and gather here today for. Who is the child's father? She's like, are you sure? Oh, Lord, not are you sure making its triumphant return. Not are you sure, Tyler. He said, I'm positive. So after that, she asked him to come to her house because, baby, they going back and forth, okay? She's like, no, but the way you ran to come and see me, he was like, we thought you were dead. Like, I've never had anybody close to me die. Like, we were trying to figure out if you were still alive. Like, I mean, my emotions were just all over. She's like, no, that was your truth. Now, what I did respect is the fact that they kept it at a respectable volume all up and through this coffee shop. Because I just knew they was going to get to hollering and knocking some over, okay? I was like, baby, it's finna be on. But they had an argument in a whisper. I said, okay, yin yang twins. So anywho, they up there whispering to each other. And then she was like, you know what? I want you to come to my house. So she wants him to come to her house and put her to bed and get inside of her and get on top of her. Karen, this is just embarrassing. Girl, have some dignity. Have some dignity. The man is telling you he is with Fatima. But see, listen, Zach, what you're saying and your body language is two different things. Because that head tilt and the way you look so intently into her eyes and speak so softly, you got to make it plain. Listen, Karen, it's not going to happen. Once upon a time, yeah, I might have took you up on coming to get your goodies, but not this time. Okay, I'm with Fatima. I love Fatima. I want to be with Fatima, and we are going to be together. Me and you, that ship has sailed. I don't know how many times I have to say it. So since you don't understand it, maybe me and you should not communicate until it has to do with the baby. Otherwise, don't call me. Don't come for me. I'm not going to be able to help you with the shop. None of that. Because I feel like I'm giving you mixed signals. Tyler, write the characters the right way, honey. Quit playing. So then Karen goes, well, do you love her as much as you love me? He said it's just different. Y'all are two different people. Did he propose to you? Oh, okay, I ain't think so. Listen, Karen, we are happy that you aren't a ghost. But baby, he is with Fatima and he loves her. Now, I'm sorry that you're hurting. I really am. Because, I've been there before. You feel like, oh my God, I really want him back. But he's with someone else. I've been there. But you got to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and think about you. Okay? He loves you, but he's not in love with you. And there is a difference. There is a difference. I can tell people all day, okay, I love you. But to be in love with somebody, you give them something when you're in love with them. And he's giving you nothing, honey. Absolutely nothing. And stop asking all these questions. Are you pregnant or not? Because I ain't seen not one prenatal appointment yet. Not now piece of an appointment. Sitting here drinking this coffee, stressing out the fetus while you get turned down. Just stop. Just stop it. She feels like the way that he ran to her proves that it isn't over for them. Now, I can empathize with that. Because he did give you some hope, okay? And everybody was really putting 20 on 10. They was really putting a lot of zhuzh on it, telling you, girl, did you see how he ran to you, honey? He was really running. I will cross the ocean for you. Honey, he was really running to you. You just run to the arms. Honey, he was really running to the arms of the one who loved him. But he loves Fatima. Okay, it was a moment of weakness. He thought you were gone. And that's what happened. She was like, so the baby in me don't exist? Ma'am, we don't even know if there is a baby. Me personally, I would write a phantom pregnancy and say you missed your period because of stress. Now, Tyler, if you know what's good for you, you would take this storyline in a different direction because Karen's getting on my nerves. So she gets up and tells him to meet her at the house. Zach, you better not dot that dough. You better not dot that dough. Karen, you would have a fit if you were in Fatima's shoes. You want to have him cheat on her, knowing how you felt when he cheated on you. This scene really irked me, but I am glad that Zach was firm but gentle, but I feel like he needs to give a little bit more oomph. In the next scene, y'all, Dani is finally going to give Preston a chance. Daniela, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. The heavens have opened up and she has seen the light and she is going to let Preston love her. Okay, child, let's see what Destin gonna give. But I mean, y'all could have at least kissed each other or something. They were standing there all awkwardly, honey. He ain't had no shirt on. When I tell y'all I would have been rubbing that chest down, you know what? Because honey, that six pack was six packing. I would have said, you know what, baby? I'm tired of running. I'm tired of acting a fool. And I just want to be together. Okay, I said it. I just want to be together. And baby, I would have took him in that room. Honey, see, this is not realistic, honey. Because then we would have went to Pound Town immediately following my speech, honey. After I got done speaking my speech and telling him that I wanted him, I would be in there laying on my back. But that's just me. That's just me, honey. Preston, you have waited your whole Tyler Perry life. You have waited longer than most men, Daniela. Don't do this man dirty. Don't do it. In the next scene, Sabrina goes over to Maurice's house to tell him that she wasted her time talking to Q. Maurice comes out and he's like, he's evil, but I'm going to have him gunned down, shot in the street like they did in the olden days. And then they're going to put your ass in the back of that paddy wagon and take you down to the jailhouse like they did in the olden days. You better quit playing. So Sabrina is telling him, stop playing, Maurice. You cannot do that because if anything happens to Q, it's going to come back on you. And he's like, no, I'm not going to be anywhere around that. And they ain't going to even know it's me. So Sabrina wants him to take it seriously. Child, he is not going to take this seriously, okay? All you can do now is just hope that your attorney can get y'all off. That's all you can do. While she's there, Andi calls Sabrina to see if she can meet her at Karen's house. Andi trying to run an interference, honey, and she ain't fooling me. So she trying to get down to Karen's house to talk her away from Fatima's man. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all don't like Karen or whatever, but I really just don't like Andi pretending to be neutral in Switzerland, but really and truly she riding with Fatima and she's in the middle of it. I don't know, child. I don't like it. So then Sabrina calls Dani to meet her there as well. Child, I wish I would ditch my date to sit on Karen's couch with her attitude. Sure, please. I wouldn't have came. Okay, but that's just me. Because Preston offered to take Dani out on a real date to celebrate them becoming an actual couple. So now we're going to get more storyline from the two of them. And y'all gonna go sit on Karen's couch? Child. Anywho, in the next scene, Maurice rolls up on Q. Child, Tyler back to his green screen antics again. I was like, child, look at this. Look at Q's head in the back. Maurice is telling Q's little lady friend, don't trust him because he gonna steal you out of house and home. Moving on from that, Fatima and Zach finally talk. So she tells him how it wasn't right for him to just, leave her like that. He made a fool out of her. So Zach tells her that he loves Karen, but he is not in love with her, just like I said. And Fatima said, well, I know what I saw. And a woman knows. Zach was like, what does a woman know? She was like, that you love her. So Zach is looking at her like, girl, you don't know what you're talking about. So he asks her, so what you gonna do? You gonna run? Now, I would have, but I have PSD from all the no goods. Okay, so I definitely would be running, but that's just me. So he tells her that, he talked to Karen and she said that she was going to give him that Motel 6 treatment and leave the light on for him so he could slide in and come on in and get some of her good stuff. And that she realized that he really does still love her. And Fatima was like, well, that's because everybody saw you run to her. Like, I was embarrassed. He was like, well, is this because you're embarrassed? Yes. Zach, I don't understand how you don't get it. I don't understand that. So he asked her to give him some grace because when she saw Ian, she looked the exact same way. Okay. Touche, Zach. Touche. I said that on another review, but still stay the hell away from Karen. Okay. Stay away. Karen is a constant. Okay. That's the difference. Karen just will not go away. So he tells her that he's madly in love with her, but he's not begging for her to stay with him anymore. And she needs to give him some grace. Now, Zach, I'm speaking directly to you. Okay, listen up, Zachariah. Grace is fine, but you need to tie up all these loose ends. Baby's coming from all which way, coming out of the woodworks, Karen and her bell bottoms and all those cheek kisses. And if the baby is yours, you already know she gonna make it everything other than about the baby. It's gonna be about everything other than that baby. So you need to get yourself together. This all the grace you gonna get. Moving forward. In the final scene, the girls show up at Karen's house. So Andi shows up first, talking about, I just wanted to check on my friend. Karen was like, I know you know what went down. And what if I was busy? So Andrea looking at her like, busy doing what? So she tells her that she told Zach to come over for sex. So all the girls get there. She's like, yeah, I invited Zach over for sex, so y'all can go. So they all sitting there thinking that it was going to be a baby announcement. Well, Sabrina and Dani, because they're always out of the loop. Andi knows what's going down. So they thinking it's about to be a baby announcement. And it's just Karen and her delusions sitting on this couch. So since the door was open, Fatima saw herself right on in. Hey, Tima. And that was the end of the episode. I told y'all we were not going to get to see Fatima do nothing to Karen when that episode came on, which is the episode that aired last night. Now, next week, the two of them are supposed to exchange words. We've seen it, honey. Seen it done before, child. What are we going to do next? See, this is why I took a break from Sistas last season. And next season is looking like a break as well. Anywho, y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. If you watched it, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.